Good Sunday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. I'm at HEB Grocery Store in Texas, in Kingsland, Texas, actually. And as you can see, there's not many people here because it's early in the morning. Gasoline is $2.89 here for regular unleaded. But what I wanted to talk about, have y'all been having any internet issues in the past couple of days, including today? Mine started yesterday afternoon. I was unable to get to Amazon. I was unable to get to Walmart. I was unable to get to Home Depot. I was unable to get to Lowe's. And the reason I was trying to go to those places was because I was looking for possibly getting a 5,000 BTU air conditioner. And I was going to check out the dimensions and the price and all that stuff. Well, I couldn't get to any of them yesterday afternoon. Well, I got up this morning. I thought, well, I would check the price this morning, and I still can't get to Amazon, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, or even Zillow. I can't even get to Zillow or Realtor.com because I thought, well, hell, this morning I'd just ride around and look at some of the property for sale in this area, and I guess I'm just going to have to do it randomly. But it also, what it shows me, is how dependent I've become on the internet. You know, I mean, it's just always been there, and I'm used to just clicking on this and going there and going wherever. And folks, I just know that we're treading on some really thin ice, and these hackers are getting better and better. But it's become a new way, in my opinion, and this is not just to be negative, it's just to be factual. It's become a new way of waging a war, like a cyber war. I'm sure you've heard of that. And but yeah, is that going to be damned inconvenient? Yeah, because yeah, I mean, when you can't, even though the information that you're trying to get is probably incorrect when it comes to news or fake news or super fakes or whatever they call them. You won't even be able to get to the fake news. I mean, come on, guys, give us a break. I mean, how are you going to lie to us if we can't get to you? So, yeah, it's just. But anyway, this is the new bridge we're fixing to cross, the one that was washed away 2 years ago in October. This bridge was rebuilt in about 6 months, and it's really a great looking bridge. Got a nice place to walk on the left side across. And yeah, this is the Llano River. This is the Llano River where it joins the Colorado River and forms Lake LBJ in Texas at Kingsland, Texas. And I'm just cruising because I thought, well, there may be something that has come on the market in the past few days, and I might be something I'd be interested in. But without being able to find anything on the internet, that's interesting. How would you locate property for sale? You'd have to go directly to a realtor and have them show you around, I guess, the old-fashioned way, so to speak. Yeah, well, I'm going to turn around, make a U-turn here. I'm just driving, and may not even post this video. I'm just talking to myself. Really, it's just kind of a mental exercise. But yeah, the internet has become like, the heroin of the world, and we're all addicted to it. I know I am in a lot of ways, because it's certainly a good way to check on products and their quality, almost. Some of the reviews are bogus, some of them are honest. You just have to figure out which ones are which. So, but again, the plan was good. Go look at some property. The execution was good. The results were caca because can't get on the internet. But I'll just cruise around here now and look at the places, and we'll chat as I go. I'm going to take the first turn here and go parallel to the river, even though I couldn't afford any, quote, riverfront property. There are some very small homes down here. I mean, not these obviously, but there are a few, but they're priced pretty good. I mean, at one time, there was one up here. I'll show you if I can get to it again. It was right up here on the left somewhere. See if I can find it. but it was like, I don't know, 88,000. And I really looked hard at it because I thought, hell, even though I can't pay cash for it, I could finance a little. And the neighborhood looked okay, if I can find it again. It was somewhere right in here. Let's see, this is Cherokee Trail. Let's see if it's on Cherokee Trail. It might be. But yeah, it would have been a good buy. It was just one street off from the water. It would been a great place to walk. And all these people, I say all, most of the people that live in here are retired. And so it's a pretty quiet area. I'd say most of them are over 55 for sure. But it was, where was that dome? This may be it here on the left. Well, you can't see it, unfortunately, but I'm not sure. It looks like they've remodeled it and made it a little larger. Let me do this. Let me turn the camera over to the left so you can see some of this stuff. But yeah, these are actually pretty expensive homes now because even though they're one street off the water, you do have, well, this one has a channel. These houses are actually on the water. There's a channel running back there behind their houses where they got their boat docks. And this guy has a fifth wheel parked there. Is that a good deal? Yeah. Would I like to have something like that? Sure. Would I get a boat? I don't know. Hell, I haven't had one in a long time. Does that mean I need to get one? No, it doesn't. But, you know, life goes on. I was talking to an older woman yesterday, and we got to talking about marijuana, and she said, "You ever smoke it?" I said, "Well, you know, years ago I might have tried it, but I didn't inhale like our ex-president." But anyway, enough said about that. But she said she wanted to try it, and I thought, well, you know, that's a good idea because she was in her 80s, and I thought, you know, why not? Try every goddamn thing. You know what I mean? So she's going to try to she's going to try to score some blunt. I told her if she scored enough, send me some. Yeah. Sit out on the patio and smoke a joint. Yeah. Me and Willie Nelson. Yeah. See, here's a place. See, here's how you find places for sale now. You just ride around. There's one up here on the left for sale. Of course, you won't know the price unless you call. But that's a regular old home there. That's a 3-bedroom, you know, the standard deal. But it's got a canal back there. It says contract pending. Does that mean there's a contract, like a hitman's going to come get them? No. Anyway, but everything you see in this area, if it's a halfway decent deal, then it's going to be sold. Do y'all care about any of this? Probably not. But this is a nice little neighborhood, and that canal runs all the way back around to the Llano River. And yeah, so you can have you a boat, and that's what they do. They build these places, and then the grandkids come up and spend all their money while they're here, and that's the way it goes. People do their own thing, and the fact that it's different than what I would do doesn't mean a single thing at all. And also, I'm looking at roofs and siding and stuff just to kind of get an idea for my little tiny home or small home coming up here. Here's some people out for a walk with their Doberman pinscher. Is that a Doberman? No, that's a damn terrier of some kind. Morning. Anyway, so this is kind of down by the river in Kingsland, Texas on a Sunday morning. Sunday morning coming down. Chris Christopherson and Johnny Cash sang that song. I think Chris Christopherson wrote it. I'm not sure. Yeah, you know, could smell the somebody frying chicken on Sunday. But anyway, it was a great song. Great lyrics. Some nice homes in here, some big old good ones and some not so big old good ones. I'm going to have a swallow of my green tea. Sunday morning, guys. Now, see, here's somebody building a house that's already under construction. And that's kind of where mine will be, hopefully, in about 90 to 120 days. Got it all framed up. But you know, once you get it to that stage, that's when you really want the framing contractor to stay on the job and get it closed in and in the dry, because that is so important. You don't want to leave that lumber exposed to a lot of rain and stuff for an extended period of time. Why? Because that old pine will warp, and when it warps, you got a mess. Yep. Yeah, so that's why a contractor is important, because he can get them to stay on the job and get that building closed in as quickly as possible. Whereas me as an individual, and I've had this problem the first time I tried it on my own, was they spiked the job, got it framed out a little bit, and then disappeared for about 2 weeks. And it rained. Did it rain? Oh God. Man, I was out there covering stuff with tarps and crap. Oh man. Oh, stress city times a 10. I mean, I was under the gun, out of my element. Isn't this peaceful looking though? All these old homes and big trees, and everybody's in there watching TV and wondering why the internet's not working. They're trying to get on Amazon to buy something and they can't. I couldn't even get the link in the comment call description this morning because it wouldn't. Couldn't get to it. No, and I tried the phone, I tried the laptop, I cleared the cache and all that stuff you normally do. Nothing. I couldn't. And it just now at HEB, the grocery store, I was sitting in the parking lot. I thought I'd try to get the Zillow on the phone. Can't do it. Realtor.com, can't do it. And the download speed is about 15 megabits per second. Upload about 7 or 8, so it wasn't the speed. And but I could go to other websites. I could check the weather. I could check my email. I could go to which one did I go to? Of course, Yahoo and Yahoo Finance and all that stuff. Yeah, no problem. So I mean, some of it's working okay, and some of it ain't. A little Sunday morning drive, ladies and gentlemen. Just for the hell of it, a spur of the moment video. I'm going to go over here and go down a street I used to live on called Hermosa. Y'all have been down it with me about, I don't know, several times. This is on the way to the Lighthouse Country Club, which I used to be a member of. Well, it wasn't the Lighthouse then, it was called Pack Saddle. It was called Pack Saddle Golf Course. But now they've built a little phony looking lighthouse and they call it the Lighthouse Golf Course. We'll drive up there and take a look at it. Nothing for sale in here. We got a guy in a Cadillac right on the bumper. Oh, deer, 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 deer. See the deer there on the right? Whenever you're traveling in areas where there are deer and stuff, if one runs across the road in front of you, be sure and slow down, because there'll usually be 2 or 3 more right behind them. And don't watch the one that went off to the left. Look to the right for the ones that are coming, because they don't look, man. When they come full bore. Okay, it says you can buy lots in here for $20,000. You believe that? Yeah. Underwater, in some poor drained area. This is the old golf course. I used to drive over here in a golf cart from my home over there. I had an RV parked under a cover. And come on, see that lighthouse looking thing there? And that wasn't there. They built that so they could name it the Lighthouse. But that's the golf course right up here. People out. They stay pretty busy here. They spend a lot of money on this thing. And this is the way the gringos live. Well, the retired gringos anyway. Yeah, golf's a fun game. I mean, if you really think about it, it's pretty silly. back up. I'll let you see this guy hit that drive, maybe. I don't know if you can see him or not. Well, you got a pretty good swing. Good follow through. How about that? Might be on a tour. Well, let's go, guys. Let's go over here and piddle some more. This is what you call a piddling. Is this a piddling video? So you just saw the Lighthouse Country Club. This road exit is rougher than a cob. I don't know why they don't. You know, they spend all that money over there on the golf course and they won't repair the potholes here on the road. But not many people use this exit because it's not the main one. I used to come this way in my golf cart. Sure did. And I would play 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah, at least 3. Yeah, probably 3. Because they had a tournament on Friday. On Wednesday they had some kind of deal. It was some kind of scramble or something. But it was fun. A bunch of old men, you know, typical old men, old women, retired, you know, living the dream, you know, retire and live on the golf course. There's an old boy living in a storage building right in the middle of everything. I bet he's popular. There's your old truck driver backed in there. We got him a nice home. We're going to go left here. This is Hermosa Drive. Hermosa in Spanish means pretty or beautiful, I think. Pretty, maybe. Just pretty. And it's okay. Let's do this a little bit like this, maybe. Not much happening in Kingsland, Texas on a Sunday morning, is it, guys? And I hope the camera's not zooming in and out. It looks like it's doing all right from this side. I gotta have me a dark chocolate almond too. There's Kathy's quilting. Kathy will make you a quilt. I'm surprised all this area right in here has not developed and people have built homes in here. But it started off real strong and then stopped. Wait till you see the place I had. You're going to be so impressed. I mean, it was nice. I kept it neat and everything, but the person that bought it, let's say they let it run down just a touch. Let me turn in here and then I'll back out. You see that right there? That's it right there where that umbrella is, where that guy's walking there. Yeah, that's it. And that's a little storage building that we were looking at straight ahead. I bought that for $700 and had it moved over here. Yes, sir, that is not where you want to be today, I don't think. No, I made money on. I've never lost money on land, though. Fortunately, never lost money on land. I'm surprised. Look at those deer right there. I bet there's 20 of them. Good morning, ladies. They got a problem with deer over here. There's so many, but they can't have any outside plants and stuff because if they don't keep it under a fence or behind a fence, the deer will come over and eat everything. Well, the deer don't know. They just thank you for putting it there. How generous. And then you've got people in the neighborhood that feed the deer. And that just attracts more and more and more. They did, this is not an incorporated city. It's just a municipality or a little community, unincorporated, so there's no, quote, city ordinances to prevent people from doing that. And they certainly can't do a county deal because the ranchers around here feed deer all the time because they got deer leases where they make a lot of money. So they can't stop deer feeding in the county because they'd have to stop these ranchers from doing it too. That ain't gonna work. So we'll let this go a minute or two. I'll shut her down when we get out of here. There's an old boy living in a container. Oh shit. Pretty neat. Well, whatever it takes. See, over here in this part of the Llano County, you can do anything you want to. However, somebody said, well, why don't you get you a lot over here? Well, that's a damn good idea. But then you got about 50 problems after that. One is there's no restrictions at all. In other words, if somebody wants to move in next to you and put in a hog farm or a chicken deal or whatever, you can't say a word about it. And if they want to play music all night long, you can complain, but not much is going to happen. And also, you've got a municipal utility district here, and to get water and sewer hooked up, which you have to live in anything along here, to do that is going to cost you about $8,000 or more. Let this little old girl walk by and then we'll end the video. Give you some eye candy here. Oh, she's coming this way. God dang it. Why didn't she do that? She's pretty. Morning. She is pretty. Y'all missed it. Not bad, boy. Anyway, guys, that's a nice home right there on the river. Been there for years. Anyway, guys, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon product, if I can get it in the description. I mean, if I can ever get to Amazon. But anyway, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, keep your health, and enjoy your life, and take a Sunday drive. Adios. Bye-bye.